Health-wise, researchers have identified a new gene that predicts the likelihood of hereditary breast cancer. They say people with mutations in a gene called A-TRIP are at a higher risk of developing the disease, but genes, they're only part of the equation. Other factors include lifestyle and environmental health.
Let's get into this a little bit more with Dr. Bill Hartman, principal investigator for the UW Health Pediatric Moderna COVID-19 vaccine trial. We have tests already that can detect genes like BRCA1 or 2. How is this different?
So this is an entirely different gene. What researchers at the University of Toronto did was they looked at a particular group of women in Poland who had a very strong family history of breast cancer and scanned their genome and found that this A-TRIP gene, which is responsible for kind of safeguarding the cell replication process. It does some proofreading. It wasn't working in these women, and so that proofreading wasn't happening. These mutations were being spread onto different cells, developing into cancer in many of them. This is a small study overall, and it's a pretty genetically homogeneous group of people. But as they start to apply this new gene and this new data to bigger databases, both in the UK and here in the United States, it should declare itself as to whether or not this should be added to the BRCA panel as we screen women for breast cancer.
I guess just another way to be proactive, right? If it all ends up coming to fruition.
Absolutely. 13% of all women will develop breast cancer. And so the more we can screen early, the more lives that can be saved.
Undoubtedly. Well, I want to chat about recalled eye drops because there are a lot of deaths now being linked to them. What's going on here?
Right. So in several states, there's been reports of people using these eye drops, artificial tears, and developing a rare Pseudomonas infection. This has caused a couple of deaths. It's caused blindness in a couple of individuals. And we're still talking about a small group of people, but it's a significant enough problem that it really has to be investigated. What's causing these infections? How do we stop them?
So it's not a matter of just the eye drops being contaminated. I guess that is part of the factor, but it's this specific bacteria and it being so rare, right?
Rare and drug resistant. And so these are the things that obviously are very problematic and can cause severe problems and are causing severe problems in some people.
That is terrifying for sure. And by the way, we do have the exact information about the eye drops affected here on our website at fox6now.com. Dr. Hartman, we always appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.